just being up with him for the night, like.
He's done it, like. But
Yeah.
I've been asking all like.
Sorry about being an interview shaker, but I just have one of those when I'm not really doing anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a bit nonsensical, but.
Sick. Yeah, I've just put on Facebook before. I'll tweet Edgar made up and made just put the top shoes from the Cosmic Scouser from the stairs, the big kids, 3-piece.
It's right. That would have been good on it.
Just top there. Do you reckon Liverpool has an influence on any of its musicians as a place?
Yeah. Both good and bad though, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Musically good because it's eclectic, but sociologically bad because we haven't got the best work ethic.
That's a good point.
Some do, some don't though,
Yeah. That's good. What's your proudest moment as a musician? Got one?
It's usually when my folks are about to see what I'm doing, when I'm doing well. Putting them up in London when I did the Albert Hall as well as it's nice when I can do things like that.
It's not all on you.
Yeah. It sort of validates them letting me choose this path in my life. The trust that they've given me, I can give them something back, and like my half fella passed away about 6 years ago, so he got to see that before he passed away. I felt better about letting him go, the fact that he'd seen that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Ever been touted for any other bands? Anyone's ever rallied you up and said?
Yeah, occasionally, but I've had a few strange requests sometimes, but they haven't been followed through. Sometimes I think it's been down to my own lack of enthusiasm on the initial phone call saying, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm doing this and this. I've had some weird ones over the years, like, you know what I mean? Things that like, what did they want me playing for them for, or
some left-wing things.
Yeah. Don't get the offers so much these days, like. That's cool, though.
Keep them out.
There's no one cool to get offers off, though, really, you know what I mean?
Do you think you'd always be in music, either way possible, even like playing, like DJing now and stuff like that? The DJing is just a financial fallback really for me, It's been about 10 years. Been doing that now, just as possible, because it's doing what you want in life, because it's a bit of a no job security roller coaster, so it's good to have something constantly. I'll always be involved either in the the front room or the back room now. Just always around it. Any songs that you've written mean anything to you more than others, or?
Especially of late now, because I've been going through a period of just getting more in harmony with myself, and I found that the lyrics I've wrote during this period mean a lot more of a that's asked to me, you know what I mean? It's kind of it's hard to explain, but it's weird, the more the words mean, the easier they come, I don't find that I'm busy looking for second or third verses these days. I find that they get wrote in the initial bang, something's right when that happens, like.
So you're known for your distinctive voice. Was there any more pressure to sing in a different way with Britpop about at the time?
No, not really. No, there was a little bit of thingy-majig go this about me voice, and you know what I mean, but I never really pandered to the pressure or that really, we got away with murder, we self-produced and all kinds of stuff, I was only like 21, producing my own album, that just wasn't allowed, we had a good manager.
Sort you out, Has music changed for you in any way, the way you look at it and stuff like that, or?
Over the years, definitely, although you lose some of the top end in your hearing as you get older, you become more aware of the richness and profundity of things, especially in sort of like what I'd call extreme artists, you know what I mean, people who totally live their art, you can really hear it, your relationship does change with it as you get older, but it gets better, it gets fussier, but you get more out of what you do end up listening to, you end up getting more out of, like.
Is there any collaborations you'd like to have done or like to do?
I mean, aside from sort of like time machine business, like I'm quite lucky really. I've got to work with most of the people I've wanted to of my own. It was nice to be in Wales band for a bit. I loved working with Cy Aldred, Cherry Ghost. When he was writing his best tunes as well. That was great. Lee as well, obviously years ago. I wish he'd have been a bit more focused on the actual work when we did. I always felt like it wasn't as good as it could have been. You know what I mean?
That was there.
Yeah. Again, a time machine thing. I'd have liked to have grown up with Lee rather than being introduced to him when we were both 30 something. You know what I mean? We were fucking grown up with him. You know what I mean? That would have been nice. But it didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, these are from more like people on the Lars board who are more interested. How was this the music for Stray Cats recorded? The 8-track?
Yeah, it was recorded. Yeah, it's a Tascam 8-track machine. Basically, you tape onto cassette. It's got the built-in mixer and all that. And it was just like 90% myself. Occasionally, I'd get a drummer in, or songs wouldn't have drums on, and occasionally I'd get stuck and need to get a guitar. Basically, I'd try and work it on my own till I got stuck, which is what I'm doing with this new stuff. But the music's really different. It was mostly down to it was either the second or third incarnation of the Joneses. We were kind of like somewhere between like early 70s Dr. John kind of sound, Sly and the Family Stone kind of thing. Blues orientated funk basically, and the keyboard player. I keep covering my mouth here, like keyboard player got acute tendonitis, so we had to split the band up a bit. So it was just it was a labour of love and necessity. I had to do something, and so the music totally changed, and we got loads of gig offers on the back of it, so the band changed as well.
You've got to go with it, haven't you? Yeah. Someone said, are there any live recordings of the big kids?
There's some from the Madness. I've got them somewhere, but God knows where. They were given to me on a load of discs that someone the sound man had done, but it's one of those through the desk ones, if you know what I mean. So I don't always take kindly to through the desk recordings because they're just like compressed really weird and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What's your favourite vocal mic?
There's a gig we did at the Mask as well, Christmas. There's a film of that. I don't know if you've seen that.
Might not have done.
Mike Badger's done it. Like that's knocking around somewhere. I think people have. Tramp Attack were on it as well. Unfortunately, it runs out. We're just about to do the intro with the Weed Bus. Basically, we've done a dead long version of the Weed Bus with loads of people playing percussion. You know what I mean? And everything. And but the tape, whoever was taping it on the night, the tape runs out just as the song comes in. Like
that's good.
Because the intro's about 2 minutes long. You know what I mean? Just everyone getting it today.
Runs out in the middle of it. What's your favourite vocal mic for recording? If you have one, or
oh God, I mean, I like all. Old Neumann's, like, you can't beat them, but I kind of like this myself. I can't afford stuff like that, you know what I mean. I find Rhodes is alright, they're the cheap copies. Lomos are good, the Russian one is a bit cheaper, but I just use this AKG one all the time, which is it's only £100 like battery powered, so it's just got a nice top end on it. I like to get a nice top end on my voice these days. That's what's important to me. But no, you can't beat a Neumann.
Someone wanted to know, was there any truth in the stage reunion that was going about?
No, it was more people getting. Some people were going to ask about if there's some gigs and stuff like that, so they more put about that they were going to ask us before we got asked, if you know what I mean. So there was a truth in someone trying to instigate it, but none of us really interested. It's one of those. I don't know. I think a band like the Stairs should stay in posterity. You know what I mean? If you've ever heard question Mark and the Mysterians, 80s, you know, it's basically you know, the garage band they did in '96 is basically their reunion gig from the mid '90s. It shows why garage bands should never be full.
The Beatles or the Stones? Rolling Stones.
Ooh, you both have different uses.
Yeah, it's fine that. Any future plans about or?
Well, it's just to continue with the writing and recording I'm doing at the moment, really, and gradually getting the maybe not a band, but to have a bunch of splendid musicians who could be called upon to do stuff. In the near distant, like I'm getting out playing again soon, just doing like acoustic nights on my own, working from the ground up, because I haven't performed in a year and a half. I haven't played the guitar on stage for 10 years. I've always played bass, you know. So yeah, slowly catching monkey on that one now. But yeah, I'm just enjoying writing. Me crafts at a hiatus at the moment. As I say, if I get an idea, it gets work.